Hey everyone, I'm just here to do another response, and I'm just going to share my screen to make sure everything works out as I planned. Let's see here. Okay, this next one is for Papa Kim 504. It is the question of, hey, thanks for the video. Good to know I can ask questions too. I've been learning Russian to a pretty decent level. I can understand most of what I read, speak freely with native speakers, etc. And Link helped a lot, of course. So I watched your video on learning Mandarin Chinese faster with Link, but there's something I didn't catch. How am I supposed to read and add 100 links a day when it's only symbols? Am I just supposed to look at the symbol and try to remember them? Might be a dumb question, but I'm not sure if you mean reading the pinyin or something else. Should I just read without studying the radicals? Thanks in advance for your answer, man. If you could do a small video to illustrate how it could work for a total beginner, it'd be I'll be really thankful. Okay, the thing is, I'm gonna need a blank page. For Mandarin Chinese, you ideally want to have exposure to everything. So, for example, what is Mandarin Chinese for its alphabet? It's characters, which is the illustration, the pinyin, and the actual translation to your language. But compared to other languages, we technically go straight to like the scripts and then meaning, which is equivalent to pinyin here. But Mandarin is just an extra step. But your question is about how am I supposed to read and add 100 links a day with only symbols? Well, technically, there's a lot of words you can learn. So if I were to grab a whole new like traditional Chinese, I'll use this as an example every time because it's more simplified. You want to ideally create links by going through a certain cycle. So the first cycle is that you see the character itself and you want to stop here and then tell yourself, do I know this word? Like, do I know the pinyin and then the meaning, as in you know them both? Okay, because sometimes you might just need one or the other. So, for example, if you see the character but you know the meaning, you can pretty much consider that known because you'll learn the pinyin a lot faster because you technically already have the meaning translation in your head. Because technically, when you look at every object on the planet, it has its own meaning. Like if I were to have this, you can see what this is an earbud or headpiece or anything you might know. So you already know the meaning. The ping is actually will be easier for you to learn later on as long as you can see the character and understand what it means. It's a good start. But that's the first barrier. You will look at the character and say, click on it. Do I know it? Okay, I don't know how to pronounce it or the meaning of it. So you'll click on it and then they'll give you the the ping at the top and then the translation. I recommend you ignore the tones for the radical question. I never learned the radicals. I don't even know how they work. I just look and then you get used to it. You have to pretty much give your brain repetition as it okay, you see this? Go sure. Okay, you might know what it means from next time. You see it, if you not know, click on it, go through, look at the pinyin, and then look at the definition. For the definition, you always want to choose the shortest translation. Like it'd be a lot easier for you. Instead, you choose the shortest translation one compared to all of this because it'll be so complicated, it'll slow down your progress. You want to click on that. So before you click on it, do you know it's not give its own name? Okay, remove it. You see it, you don't know the meaning. Okay, you have to click on it and pinging, and then that, and click your definition. You pretty much have to do this at least 29 times per character, and you can multiply that by God knows how many. I probably for a total like 1 or 2 million times I did each individual one, went through the entire cycle, and that's about it. And you're pretty much doing this 100 times. Pretty much you want to get the blue to yellow. That's what I mean add 100 links a day, but I assume you already know because you used Link. If you learn Russian to a decent level, you're already at a good foundation to have the idea how to learn Mandarin. The only difference is now you have to add another barrier, which is the character itself. But for Mandarin, I recommend you take it very slow because when I was young, I gave up on learning this 20 times. Done it, forgets, okay, struggled, give up, and you repeat that. But you have to get to the point that, all right, you have to take it slow and just hit as many links as possible because the known words will always be there for you. Yeah. And so, for example, next character, do I know this one? No, click on it. Okay, look at Ge, and then you click on the easiest translation. Like first, if there's a case when you might know what the pinyin is, okay, so this is 厨房, 厨师, and then you might not know what the definition is. You're gonna have to just click on it and just look at the definition instead, just to make it easier, or vice versa. If you look at the meaning